Hello, everybody. My name is Alizea Cappuccino, and today I will be talking about how Christianity has personally shaped my life for my autobiographical presentation. I want to start off by apologizing if I may uncontrollably cough or sneeze as I've been currently coming down with this cold. My throat just feels very raspy, so we'll see how far I can get through this video. Okay. So, Christianity obviously is one of the largest and fastest growing religions in today's world. It's also become one of the highest social influences in our society. Not many people realize, but this religion specifically has been kind of the center point of many of our lives without us technically realizing, through like political aspects or religious aspects. Growing up, I was raised in a Catholic church, so I never really knew anything about Christians and Christianity. My household was Catholic. Um, it wasn't until after high school when I had already like decided that I wasn't going to continue going to church for um, like my Catholic family. I was just kind of believing in God, but on my own. It wasn't until after high school when my boyfriend's grandma had invited me to go to a Christian church known as Grace Houston. It's a very popular Christian church. It's definitely a beautiful, big church that anyone would fall in love with. But, anyways, I was very nervous just with the idea that I hadn't been to church in so long, or the fact that I was going to a completely different religion that I've never really heard of. I kind of just believed in God myself, and I didn't really have a religion that I could classify as my own. But it took me a while before I decided that I wanted to go. But once I did, I really didn't know what I was going to expect. The first thing that I had noticed was the way everyone was very casual in this church. It wasn't very quiet. It was filled with music. There were people with signs everywhere. Everyone was dressed casual, like just a plain t-shirt and some jeans. And compared to like a Catholic church that I came from, you had to dress very modest. A dress is always appropriate. We had to sit a certain way. We were never really allowed to like make so much noise, but it just felt very different. Like the vibe that it gave off as soon as I walked in. Then, when I had walked into the auditorium, I was completely like shocked with what I had seen. I had seen signs everywhere, people welcoming me, like asking me if I would like to sit here or sit on this side. There was music and lights, and it was almost like a concert, but in a religious way. So it was definitely something that caught my attention. Not just like me wanting to be religious, but just the idea of like, wow, like this is so free. It felt a lot freer and like almost like I could understand it better than I have in a Catholic church. So I decided that this was the moment that I wanted to give my undevoted attention to God and base my life in God's eyes in a Christian way. Um, I began asking questions. I began going to classes. I started going to my boyfriend's family's church. Like, things just were very different for me. I wanted to be involved in the church after that. And in May 2021, I lost my boyfriend in a car accident. Um, and I would say that really the only thing that I knew how to do was put all of my trust, all of my grief in God's hands. I personally felt that if I wasn't doing, if I wasn't living my life in God's eyes, then I wasn't living. And it was hard for me to accept the fact that I had to live whenever I had lost my boyfriend, which obviously I don't mean it in that aspect, but it was just very hard for me at the time. To really know what I'm supposed to do in my school. Like I was very like flustered with everything and I wasn't really making decisions on my own. So it it was almost like if I didn't do something for the church, I would feel lost. And a lot of times society feels lost when they don't have something that gives them that reassurance that everything is going to be okay. And for me, that was my reassurance, was constantly going to church, constantly praying, not asking so much as why to as to like what is this going to do, like how is this going to impact my life, lead me into the direction that I'm supposed to be. And it is definitely gave me a different perspective on the way I believe in Christianity and how I believe in God himself. I feel like my relationship is stronger than ever before, which I value the most when it comes to my religion. And with this class, not only I have learned how it's not even just about the religion himself, it's about more of the relationship I have with God, which I definitely feel like I am striving to continue growing and continue being better. And that is my personal history of my religion, Christianity. So, thank you very much. Bye.